Hi everybody. I am excited to be able to share with you now. We've just watched the company presentation of the Popi Act. And for those of you who are asking whether the whole Telegram ecosystem complies with that, I'd like to share with you the few little just areas that are quite salient. There's a lot more security features that do exist with Telegram. But I think the key factor here is the reason why we switched over to Telegram is exactly for your privacy. The company for the past 10 years, Telegram, has not shared a single bit of data to any third party, whether it's the government, whether it's law enforcement. They have not shared anybody's data, and that is a track record that they're proud of, that nobody else can actually be proud of. All the social media companies, the messaging companies have in some form or format shared data of their users to third parties. So I think that's the first primary thing. The second thing is that when the Eagle team sets up communication channels, we set it up in a group or a channel. So that means there's a group established and we avoid adding people to the group. What we do is we create the group, we create a link, because with Telegram we can create a temporary link, we can create permanent links for people to join the group. Even if we have a communication chat like an online chat or online video conference, it's always by invitation. So people get the link, they click, they join the group, and then they have the decision whether they want to stay in the group or they want to leave the group. So they can unsubscribe or what we call leave the group. So those features are there also. The other important thing is you're going to find certain people who don't comply with your privacy and they're going to join you to other groups. We're not talking about the Eagle team, just generally. You have the ability to go into your settings in Telegram and go enable the button under the security that says nobody can add me to a group without my permission. So you flip that switch, so nobody will be able to just add you into a group and you get unsolicited connections into groups. The second thing is you can also flip a switch which says that if you send any mail or message or image or video to people, they cannot forward it to somebody else. And that is quite key, because you might send something and then they forward it to people that you haven't really authorized. So if you flip that switch that they cannot forward it, when they receive it, they're the only ones that can open it. They can't share it forward. And the other thing is also, as soon as you involve a third party in your communication, so you're sending it to another person, that specific message, not all of your messages, but that specific message, that individual can delete off their device. And when they delete it, they have an option and they get asked, do they want to delete it off your device? Now you might ask, why do they have access to your device? The point is, as soon as you involve anybody else in a particular communication, a message or a video or something you send, both of you should have the same rights over that message because it involves both of you. It's a privacy concept that I think is important. It democratizes the privacy. It's not just that one person has control. Okay, so remember, as soon as you involve sending a message to somebody else, that person can delete it off your device, that specific message. So that is built into Telegram. And there are tons of other security features that you can have, self-destructing messages, a private message that self-destructs after a certain time. So all of those things are in place. But I just want you to know that as far as the Eagle team goes, all our systems are based on the fact of invitation. You will always get an invitation to join. We also run the video conferencing and chat conferencing sessions where you will also get a link to join. And once you join, you can always exit out of it. So you'll never find the point where an administrator of a group or a channel adds you, unless they're doing it unscrupulously. They can add you, but if you disable that feature, they won't be able to. If they add you, you always have the ability to leave the group. In some chat platforms, if the administrator adds you, you can't leave it without their permission, so you're beholden to them. Telegram works totally different. It's totally based on a situation of you engaging and not you being forced into spaces. So that's how it works with Telegram. You can even have a suggestion that in a group, when you're having a meeting, but that's a local suggestion, that 24 hours after these notes have been made in this group, they auto-destruct, or 48 hours you can do that. And that gives you the ability that you know your information is not held in that place. The final point that I'd like to mention is, because Telegram is so powerful that you can run it on multiple devices, So it's not like you've got to keep a phone on for your Telegram to work on devices. They run independently. But if you have it running, for example, at your work, at your home, on your tablet, on your laptop, and you decide that you are not at those places and you don't want your Telegram to be on there, from the device you're on, you can go into the settings. In the menu, you go to the devices. You'll see where all your devices are connected, and you can, from one device, can disconnect it there. So that gives you privacy. So if somebody steals your laptop, or at work they decide to take your laptop and have a look at your laptop, and you don't want them to have access to your Telegram, you can go from your device and disconnect it there. And that gives you full privacy. You have full control from where you are. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how the Eagle team and Telegram takes your privacy and how we align ourselves with the Popi Act. We do not go and enter databases of people's information. Literally, you join Telegram and we send you invitation, and that's how the discussion takes place. That's very different when you're chatting with a friend. You, of course, will be sending messages to them because you are both using the platform to chat. But this, as far as the Popi Act goes, and as far as Telegram goes and how we use it in the Eagle team, we are very compliant, and we've been that since day one already. So hopefully that gives you confidence that you work nicely in Telegram. And remember, if you're running groups, avoid adding people to groups. We don't recommend that. We suggest you create a link which Telegram will create for you, whether it's a temporary link or permanent link for that particular group or channel, and you send it out with an attached message that says, we are going to have a meeting, or we're having this conference, we're inviting you to join. Let the person come in and do the joining. So they're committing into that, and they then also have the option to opt out once they're in and discover maybe they don't want to be part of it any longer. Okay, so everything of the best as we go forward with the power of Telegram, and look forward to a lot of other exciting things happening in the Eagle team.